Good morning, first graders. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. This is your last video for the week. We are working on some spelling, some work with commas, and a little bit of writing. This all comes from Unit 5, Week 5. And then at the end of the video, I will talk to you about what you will be working on tomorrow and give you a little sneak peek at what you'll be doing next week. Let's get started. Please get your interactive out. We'll begin on page 205. So on page 205, we're looking at those open and closed syllables again. We are going to be sorting some words based on if they have that open syllable. Remember, an open syllable, the end of it is spelled with a vowel, and the end of a closed syllable is spelled with a consonant. So for example, this word that's already been written for you, you can trace it under closed syllable. Oops. There we go. The word cabin. You know that it's a closed syllable because the first syllable, cat, makes the ah sound. We do not hear a long vowel sound, so we know it's a closed syllable. Cabin. You can go ahead and cross that word off on your spelling list. The next word is robot. I hear that long O sound in the first syllable, so it's an open syllable. You should write robot under open syllable. So you should have crossed off robot and crossed off cabin. Your next word is melon. Melon. I do not hear any long vowels, so melon should go as a closed syllable. The next word is begin. I hear that long E. Begin. Begin should be written on the open syllable side. Same for label. Label. I hear that letter A, that long A sound. The A says its name. Label should be on the open syllable side. The next word is topic. Topic. My vowels do not say their name, so it's a closed syllable. Topic. Topic. All right, the next word is seven. Seven. I don't hear any open syllables, so seven should go under closed syllable. And our last word is hotel. Hotel. The O says its name, so that word has an open syllable. Go ahead and write your words to know as well. The words are today and should. Okay. When you're ready, move on to the next page with me. On this next page, we're talking about commas, and we're talking specifically about how to use commas in dates and how to use commas in sentences. So we know that a comma is a punctuation mark, and it's used to separate either parts of sentences, parts of dates, or parts of a series. And a series would be like a list. So if you're listing something and you're naming multiple items within a list, you want to separate those items with commas. Let's take a look at a couple examples. So here I'm highlighting the date, Monday, December 21st, 2020. So we use a comma to separate the day of the week, the date, so that's the month and the number of the month, which day in the month. And then we also are separating the year from that, okay? The next example is an example of separating a series or a list. So it says we need coats, gloves, and boots. So we're listing these different items of clothing, coats, gloves, and boots, okay? All right, so our job is to edit these sentences by adding commas. Let's read through it once and then we'll add the commas together. Yesterday was Saturday, January 2nd, 2020. We built snowmen, went sledding, and made snowballs. Tomorrow, I hope we ice skate, play hockey, and make snow angels. Okay, we have quite a few commas missing. Get your pencil ready so you can work with me. Yesterday was Saturday. I see that they've provided a little teeny comma there for you. That was their example, so go ahead and put a comma after Saturday. January 2nd, 2021. So we need to separate January 2nd and 2021. So right where my cursor is, between both of these twos, but closer to the first two, representing January 2nd, you need a comma. Let's read the next sentence. We built snowmen, went sledding, and made snowballs. So we're listing three things that we did, so we need commas to separate those items in our list. We built snowmen, comma, went sledding, comma, and made snowballs. So make sure you put a comma after built snowmen. You need a comma after the word snowmen, and you need a comma after the word sledding. Our last sentence says, tomorrow, I hope we ice skate, play hockey, and make snow angels. Again, we need to separate the items in our list. Tomorrow, I hope we ice skate, comma, put your comma after skate, play hockey, comma, put your comma after hockey, and make snow angels. Okay, we are finished with that page. Let's go ahead and move on to page 207 and 208, where we are going to work a little bit on editing for our writing. All right, so of course when we edit for spelling. Authors edit or fix their spelling in their writing. That's what we usually do, you guys, when we write a first draft, and then we go back and check it together. We're editing, we're trying to find errors that we may have made. So when authors are doing that, they use spelling patterns and rules to check that words are spelled correctly. They need to remember how to spell other words. So sometimes there are words that we do not have a rule or a pattern for, and there are words that we just have to remember how to spell. So we have this example here, this sentence, I am 7 years old. 7 is underlined because it just does not look right. It is misspelled, and then it's rewritten correctly. That's what you're going to do today on problems number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 was pretty much done for you, but let's go ahead and talk about this example. Get your pencil ready. It is hot today. Now I see 2 in there, and so I know that today only has 1 O. So I'm going to underline that word because it's misspelled and then rewrite the word correctly. Number 2, we can play games outside. Okay, one of these words is misspelled. Do you have an idea which word it is? If you're thinking the word play, you are right. We need to get rid of that I. Play only has 1 vowel, and it's the letter A. On the line, write the word play. It's spelled P-L-A-Y. Okay, problem number 3. Should we put on a coat? Once again, we have an extra vowel in our word. Coat is the misspelled word. What do you think that extra vowel is? If you're thinking we only need 1 O in the word coat, you're right. Rewrite that word correctly. It's C-O-A-T. Okay, so when you guys work on your writing assignment that I'll be providing for you next week, make sure you're editing for your spelling. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do today is to work on editing for prepositions. Remember, a preposition shows how the noun that it follows is related to words in other parts of the sentence. So for example, I have this sentence here. I wear gloves in winter. In is the bold word. That's because in is the preposition. Now, I wear gloves could have been its own sentence, but if I just said I wear gloves, you could say, when do you wear gloves? In winter. Let's go ahead and work on these problems together. We're going to read the sentences and then edit by writing the correct preposition for the crossed out word. So for example, the first problem says, I am scared from spiders. From is crossed out because it does not make sense. We need to put the word of. I am scared of spiders. Go ahead and trace that word. The next problem says, they arrived to school early. Now, that might sound right, but it's not actually correct. They arrived at school early. Go ahead and make sure you write the word at. The next sentence says, we live in Washington Street. Now, we can't live in a street, but we can live on a street. Go ahead and write the word on. The last sentence says, my birthday is on July. Well, your birthday can't be on July, but it can be in July. Go ahead and write the preposition in. That's it for today, you guys. Please reach out to me if you need any help. Tomorrow we have our weekly meeting, and since we combined some work from Unit 5, Week 4 and Unit 5, Week 5, we are not going to take a weekly progress check tomorrow. Instead, we are going to take our end of the unit assessment. So your job tomorrow will be to get on to my view and take the end of Unit 5 assessment. I can give you a little more information tomorrow when we talk as well, but your job next week on Monday and Tuesday will be to work on a writing assignment that I'll be providing for you. All of the work we've done together so far should have prepared you for it. It's nothing to worry about. I'll give you some really clear directions, but that's pretty much it, you guys. And then you have the rest of the week to have some time to get caught up on any other work that you need to do, or work you maybe need to get caught up on, missing work, missing assignments that you have. I miss you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow at our meeting. Bye.